It's finally done. We did it. 7 days. First off, congratulations! As soon as we found ourselves outside, the attraction Hogstein began to speak. I could hear restrained anger in his voice. You have earned an audience with the magnificent Count Hogstein. Please make your way to Castle Hogstein. Sore loser. Then he hung up. So what's he gonna do now? He's just gonna blow up everything because he lost? He's kind of got a tendency to do that. Big old space needle. We're just gonna walk right up to it, I guess. Take it to the top. We stood at the foot of Castle Hogstein and gazed up at the towers that seemed to scrape the sky. Finally! We've been waiting all week for this. Yeah, let's do this. Mitarashi's excitement was infectious, and our steps sped up as we head toward the entrance. It's finally over! The door swung open with a heavy creak. Keep your guard up. We don't know what might be waiting for us in there. Could be booby-trapped. Slowly, carefully, we stepped inside. We'd been in the castle once before, on the first day, but it felt so long ago. The cage, it's gone. All the hostages, including my uncle, had been in a huge cage in the middle of the room. Where'd it gone? That's kind of nice. I would hope they would have moved the cage and, maybe given the prisoners some food or something, some lodging. It kind of been nice, very nice to us, besides the whole murdering us every day thing. You've defeated me totally and completely. I was enjoying being evil, but I guess it's finally time to pay the piper. He looked dejected. Where are the hostages? Oh, I let them go already. You beat the game. I didn't have a choice. What? Wait, really? I bet there's some serious chaos going out on side right now. Hear that? Sure enough, in the distance I could hear the faint sound of police sirens. Had they already heard the hostages had been released? That's it then. You're free now. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna start by kicking the shit out of you. That's right, Mitarashi. Let's do this. He charged towards Hogstein and we followed. But... what the hell? A wall. He slammed into a wall of glass that surrounded the pigs, which just all, ran right into it. Birds into a glass window. Damn it, get out here and fight like a man. He slammed his fist into the glass, but didn't even shake. Too bad, so sad. It's tempered glass. Booyah. It's been fun, but now I must bid you adieu. He's just gonna leave. Can't let him get away. Screw that noise. Ryusei, move! He's gonna shoot the glass. Subaru pulled his gun and took aim at the glass. All puzzles can be solved by shooting them. I'm really glad he didn't shoot the guy in the games. That would have been bad. Three shots rang out and cracks spiderwebbed across its surface. My turn. Yeah! He slammed bodily into the glass and is shattered, dropping Mitarashi to the floor. It's going through. You okay? It's fine, just go get him. Yes, that kind of glass doesn't really shatter. It kind of just breaks and then bows inward until you punch through it. Okay, roger. Let's go. Let's go get this guy. Leapt over the glass, took off after Hogstein. Whipping through the curtains, we found ourselves in front of an elevator. It only opened on this floor in the very top of the castle. Currently it was on the top floor, and we hit the call button. Hurry up, damn it! But one must ask, why did he choose to flee to the roof? There's nowhere to go once you get to the roof. Why there? Where could he possibly go from there? Hey, what's the holdup? Elevator, kinda? Keep up, Mitarashi. Did you get hurt? Nah, I tweaked my old wound a bit, but if I don't put my foot up that bastard's ass, I'll have nightmares about him. Hogstein's gotta watch himself. He's gonna have an ass full of Mitarashi foot if he's not careful. Elevator finally arrived and we all piled into it. I'd like to get a piece of that. Just kick him in the face. Count Hogstein. He spun around, panicked. In his hand was a gun. Shoot. No, don't shoot, but dang, that's a bad situation. Drop the weapon and put your hands behind your head. Shido's already loaded. Let's just go. Drop him, dude. He's got a gun. Don't let this get any worse. Hogstein's only response was to point the gun at me. No, shoot him! Shoot him! Don't get me shot, dude! Don't do it, Shido! As he cried out, I heard a gunshot. Shido, that better not be a gunshot aimed at me. With nowhere to run, I just stood there frozen. It felt like time slowed down. That's it. I'm gonna die. A whole different sort of fear washed over me. Not the fear of dying, although that was there. There was a horrible gut-twisting fear of losing someone I cared about. This was the end. I thought it would hurt. Was I in shock? Mayoshi! That was too close. He'd pulled me aside at the last minute. I twisted my head around. In the wall right behind where I had been standing, there was a neat bullet hole. Shido! What the hell, man? You're a police cop, man! You shoot the bad guys before they shoot you! You son of a... Yeah, kick him in the ass! He roared and leapt at Hogstein, driving his fist into the pig's stomach and throwing him to the ground. Hogstein didn't move. I could hear the sound of helicopters approaching, and the police sirens were getting louder as policemen and reporters rushed into the park. Something about this isn't right, though. Hogstein doesn't, like, just resort to guns and that be it. I don't know, man. There's something missing. Ah, now the police show up. It's like The Usual Suspects, that movie. I don't know. I don't want him to limp away. Saki! Subaru. You got some splaining to do. Looked at me for a long moment, then turned away. I froze up. Yeah, you did. You did. Everyone else was smiling and congratulating one another, but Subaru just walked away. What do you mean? I felt sad. It was over and we'd won, but for some reason I couldn't bring myself to feel happy. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a culture shock. We are back at the beginning of day one. This is our room that we started in. Whoa. We're back home. Morning already. Blinked my eyes open, stretched my arms up as far as I could go. It's been 3 months, but sometimes I still think I'm in that hotel room when I wake up. Which made a certain sort of sense, after all. It had been an intense week. Of course it would left a lasting impression. Still, it had been 3 months. Once the story broke, it had swept across the country. For the most part, we'd been left alone. Here, Subaru did something to get them off of our collective backs. Even after we'd gotten out of the park, we had stopped looking out for us. Because of him, we'd been able to go back to our lives without being harassed. That's nice. We were anonymously listed. Unfortunately, my uncle and the rest of the hostages hadn't been so lucky, and heard there were still TV vans parked outside of his house. Wakasa's going back to his career, and I hear Mayoshi picked up a part-time job. Urabe's turned himself in. Urabe, what are you doing? Mitarashi's back at work, although I heard he's been really getting into video games lately. Shirabe's, well, he's still running down leads. In the end, the whole thing had remained a mystery. God damn it! Serious? No! I mean, I never guessed that the person in Hogstein's costume was just a piglet! That's so stupid! We got all the way through this and nothing! Just a bunch of loose ends that not solved! Oh, that's mean! Fortunately, that piglet had been as ignorant of what was really going on as we were, and the real Hogstein had escaped. Then why did he shoot us? What the hell, man? Why did he do all of that to us? Who was he? It seemed like he must have been connected to the bus crash in some way, but how? We'd never been able to determine. Later, Shirabe had told us that the piglets all turned out to just be normal people. They'd been hypnotized or something. They had us hypnotized and didn't remember anything about what had happened. Really? Hypnotism? That what we're going on with? Alright. After that final day at the park, I hadn't heard from him again. Just a mass hypnotization? Alright. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep my promise. What? When he pointed that gun at you, I froze. I don't blame you. Anybody could have frozen up in a situation like that. Count it didn't. You know, someone didn't freeze up. It's fine. It's okay. I'm here. You're here. We're here together. Let's get it on. I don't deserve to be with you. Oh. Gosh, I still get all misty when I just think about it. I think he felt he'd failed me and failed himself, and being around me just reminded him of that failure. I still care for him, but I respect how he feels. I don't want to hurt him any more than he has already. Nonetheless, even if I knew what the right thing was, actually doing it was much harder. I need to cheer up. Gamatorium is finally being reopened, and I had made plans to go with Miyarashi, Wakasa, and Mayoshi. I think they're all worried about me. That wasn't fair to them, though, and I knew it. Wiped away my tears and shook my head. I was going to go to the park, have a good time, and forget about all the things that were making me sad. Someday, all of this will just be a memory. I finished getting ready and headed out. So close. We had put so many pieces together. That's it. That's the end of Sweet Fuse. We had so many pieces put together, at least a lot of them, but there are still major loose ends, and we didn't get with Shido in the end. Whatever we just happened, we got a bad ending of it, and so that means this can't be over yet. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. I think there's still at least a little bit more to this game that I really want to dig into. And I think it really comes down to going down the path again with a different character. And I'm not sure to what extent satisfaction happens, or like the mystery solved, or Hogstein's revealed, or who, what was his name? I don't remember the mystery, Hogstein's mystery name, that identification. Ares' rival. I think if I want to get closer, it's either going to be down Urabe or Shirabe's line. No, it's going to be Shirabe. Shirabe's line. He's the reporter that's hunting everything down. He's going to put the final pieces together, and I think I'll have to commit to that line if I want to solve the mystery. So we're going to have to jump back in, dive back in, at least a little bit longer. Definitely won't be as long. I can skip the text that I've already seen. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much everyone who's been a part of Sweet Fuse, has been commenting and liking and sharing the series with other people. It's just been an amazing experience to dive into this. It's actually been very inspiring as a Let's Player, playing a game in this like interactive fiction dating sim sort of fashion. And this says Finn, but it's not over yet. We'll see you next time on RDLP.